Assalamu alaikum. How are you? This is Miss Nusrat Fatma. Today I am here to teach you the further topic of the lesson, the British Raj and the rise in the Muslim movement. So students, before starting our lecture, let's discuss what we have learned in our previous classes. We have learned about the British rule. We have learned about the viceroys and the governor generals, and we have learned what they have done. So today we are going to discuss about the Indian revolt. What is Indian revolt? So in this topic we will discuss about it. Indian revolt 1857. So from this, anything came in your mind by reading this 1857? Yes, in the objectives we will be able to know about the causes of the war of 1857 and the impact of this war on India. So students, what are the cause, and we will discuss about it. This is the political map of India before the revolt of 1857. So what are the causes of the revolt of 1857? There are so many causes like political, economic, military, social and administrative. Political causes. Before starting the causes, let's describe you what is the uh, Indian revolt. Indian revolt is named by different names like mutiny, revolt, rebellion, national uprising, the war of independence. Many names have been given to the event of 1857 to 1858, which began as a protest against the British by company sepoys. So students, we will discuss about this war, as you people have been learned about the war of 1857 in your previous classes, like in your class 5 in your till 7, that what happened, why the people wanted a separate homeland, and what was the main reason. And the main reason was the war of 1857, that is called the War of Independence, Indian Revolt, Mutiny, National Uprising. So let's discuss about it. In the mid-19th century, the people in Britain began to hear about aspects of Indian and especially Hindu lives. For example, sati, the treatment of women and children. So there are different causes, like as I have been discussed, political cause, military cause, social cause. So let's start our lecture. Political causes. Lord Dalhousie's policies was annexation, and the doctrines of lefts have made the Indian rulers angry and insecure. The Rani of Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai, was not allowed to adopt a son. कुछ पॉलिटिकल कॉजेज ऐसी हो गई थी जिनकी वजह से जो इंडियन के रूलर्स थे वो बहुत ज्यादा गुस्से में आ गए थे और उनको ऐसा फील होता था that they are insecure. So this is the main reason. Besides this, the Muslim feelings had been badly hurt when, after the death of Bahadur Shah, Lord Canning took away regal titles and Mughal places. What happened? So when the Bahadur Shah Zafar was died, so Lord Canning take all of the titles and Mughal palaces from Muslims. So this thing hurts Muslim badly. Okay, this is also the political cause. Economical cause. What happened? As I told you in our previous classes, that British came in the subcontinent just because of the raw material and the workforce of the India. So the British They had drained India of all her wealth and natural resources by selfish economic policies. They made a lot of economic policies, and just because of this is the economic cause. The farmers were forced to grow cash crops. There was severe food shortage and famine. Social causes. Social causes, the practice of sati was abolished. Widow remarriage was encouraged. Child marriage was not allowed. Interference of British in Indian social customs. So student, these things make the, as we know that all of the peoples are very firm about their religion, and at that time the Hindus were also very firm and they were very strict about their religion. They don't want to do any changes in their religion. So British has made some reforms that is totally against from their religious uh, teaching. For example, the practice of sati was abolished. What is sati? Sati means the burning of widow. There was a tradition in India, in Hinduism, when a man was died, so they burned their widow with the corpse of the man. So this is, as we see, so this is not the against the human rights. So British abolished this practice and they allowed widow to remarriage, because in Hinduism trend they don't allow any widow to get married again, so they abolished the system. Hindus did child marriage, so they stopped child marriage. This interference of British in Indian social customs became the cause of the War of 1857. The common people did not appreciate changes in social customs, westernization brought about by the British. Religious cause. This is the main cause. What the thing is that the Hindus and Muslims were forced to convert to Christianity. They were forced to convert to Christianity. Administrative causes. There are some administrative causes also, like high post and handsome salaries were given to the British. This caused frustration amongst Indians. Military causes, immense discrimination between the British and the Indians. The British were on higher ranks and the Hindus and the Muslims were on lower rank. This is also called like the officers were British and the Hindus and Muslims were the soldiers. This was the discrimination, the immense discrimination, biggest discrimination between the British and the Indians. The outburst. So on 9th May 1857, some sepoys in Meerut revolt against the British officers. Their troopers had refused to load their rifles with the new cartridge. Why? Because there is a rumor spread that the new cartridge to be loaded in Enfield rifle was greased with the fats of cows and pigs. So these fats are forbidden in Islam and Hinduism, so the soldiers refused to use that bullets, and that thing make British furious, and they start strictness against the soldiers, and that caused the War of 1857, in which the thousands of the Hindus and Muslims were died. The sepoys marched to Delhi and declared Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor, as the Emperor of India. What are the important centers of the revolt? Meerut, Delhi, Oudh, Kanpur, Jhansi, Gwalior. Many of the common people in these areas are like peasants and the artisans. So what were the outcomes? The revolt was completely suppressed and crushed by July 1858. Bahadur Shah Zafar surrendered to British. Causes of the failure of the revolt: localized, poorly organized, British had better resource than the rebels, feudals in characters, leaders lacked military skills, no unity, the native princes did not join the revolt. Major impact of the revolt: the revolt was the first efforts toward freedom and independence. People from different parts of India fought together against a common enemy, the British. The British just considered it to be a mere military revolt. The impact of this revolt: the control of Indian administration was transferred from East India Company to the Crown by the Government of Indian Act. Queen Victoria became the Empress of India. So that's enough for today. These are the things that become the causes of the war of 1857. And after this war there are many reforms, and the British realized that they cannot control over the subcontinent, so they abolished East India Company and they introduced viceroy systems, different viceroy schemes. And at the end it was decided that the subcontinent should be divided into two parts. That's enough for today. If you have any query, you may ask. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.